private eyes are watching you. They see your every move. That was pretty.
That was good.
All right, let's cast.
Just leave that in there.
All right, welcome everybody to the Flock of Geeks Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Defense. This is episode 22.
Is it?
It is.
I'm going to trust you on that one.
Okay, and who are you, actually?
My name is Kester. Nice to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you could be here. You missed so many.
I know. It's my first appearance on the show.
Glad to have you.
Yes.
Special guest.
And I'm a busy person, so.
I know, me too.
I feel like
but not as busy as you.
You owe me.
I'll pay. I'll pay you.
You better pay me.
I'm here to pay you.
It's the only way you can get me.
All right. We were kind of like, oh, I don't know what we're gonna do this show this week.
Yeah, we had nothing.
And I found a shit ton of news that we can go over that's pretty interesting. And then we got like randomly a bunch of people wanted us to do stuff, so we decided to turn it into like the fan show.
Yes.
So we got hidden gems from me and Kester, probably like 2 or 3 games. Talk about them a little bit. We have a question about emulation versus cartridge gaming.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that. And then we're going to go over some video game movies at the end of the show.
Yeah, being that Warcraft comes out this weekend.
Yeah. So
and the reception has been stellar so far.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think it was like an 8 on Rotten Tomatoes the last time I looked.
8%?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
I'm shocked that a video game movie turned out bad.
Yeah, but 8?
Yeah, maybe it went up. I haven't checked it in a while.
That's woo.
Yeah, it's
we
pretty
might have
bad.
To check that on the break. That's
so hopefully,
really bad.
hopefully Assassin's Creed is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See.
yeah, exactly. Like Warcraft, I have no stake in. I don't care if it's bad.
No, me neither.
Same with Assassin's Creed.
I'm not like too excited about it or anything, but it's at least something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
now I don't even want to go.
That's what I mean. But I feel like it's our duty.
I guess I'll go, but
we're gonna put a poll on Twitter. Should we go?
Should we go to Warcraft? Because we really don't want to.
We're gonna go. Okay, I'm putting a poll up once this episode hits to see if anyone. So go on Twitter and follow us at FlockOGG and answer our poll if we should go see World of Warcraft and if you want a review of it.
Yeah, because we really don't want to.
It's gonna be. Yes.
Look, if we're going, I'm getting trashed. I'm bringing in whiskey. I'm not doing that sober.
I'm bringing in whiskey.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm sure it's realms and ogres and gems and nonsense. Is that Warcraft?
Hidden gems.
Are there gems?
I thought you're talking about the actual gems. I thought you were talking about like hidden gems of the movie.
No, that's not what I was talking
probably
about.
Not going to be any. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if Warcraft had mystical stones of some sort. Okay, there you go.
You're good. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm guessing there's a war and some sort of magical MacGuffin they have to find, and I just don't want to see that.
As you'd say, you don't want to fritter your time.
I really don't want to fritter my time away. There's so many more things I could be doing. Probably just playing Overwatch, but...
We'll get to that. There's some Overwatch news.
Yes, there is.
Okay, cool. All right, let's start off. Let's get to it. We got a lot of stuff to cover.
I feel like we're just rambling here.
That's the point.
Okay, go.
All right, Odin Sphere comes out on Tuesday.
Yes.
For PS4. It is getting stellar reviews, and it's saying it's perfect.
As it should.
It's saying it's like PS2 was good. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I would have actually put this as one of my hidden gems.
Well,
it's that good.
Okay, well there you go. But go ahead.
I was gonna pick it up, but man, do I have a lot of bills.
I don't think it's gonna be $60.
Even if it's like 40, I don't know. Maybe I'll get it in 2 weeks when I get paid again.
Yeah, I think I might pick it up depending, but I'm having a lot of fun with my games now. So
yeah, there's no space. Yeah. I just want to play Overwatch.
I know. It's rough.
I know. It's like an addiction.
It is.
Like you start jonesing, you're like, I need to get home and play Overwatch. Like, stop with this socializing nonsense.
I know.
Mom's like, can you come cut the grass? No, I can't. I got to play Overwatch.
Tracer needs me.
My team needs me.
They do, too.
Yeah, I do carry the team. You're good.
We'll talk about it.
We'll
talk about it
Get
later.
into this.
Okay, so I'm excited for Own Sphere. I might pick it up, but that's Tuesday, June 7th. So if you're interested,
I'm definitely gonna pick it up eventually.
yeah, I'll see when I might wait a little bit too, but we'll see.
Like I said, that's a game I wanted them to remake from the first time I played it. I was like, this game would be like the best game ever if it wasn't cripply, like Slowdown.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. So, okay, another cool story here. We got Ibuki from Street Fighter V will be released alongside story mode at the end of June.
Yeah, I heard they're waiting till the end of June because of Evo.
Oh, okay.
They don't want because the rule with like tournament play is the character has to be out for a week.
Oh, okay.
So they don't want Ibuki in Evo for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why.
That's interesting.
But that's cool because that's in July. I'm excited for that. And Ibuki looks awesome.
She does. She looks really cool.
Yeah, she looks like the only one of the DLC characters I would pick up so far. I could never use her though. Like, she is so hard to use in
That's
3.
what I think that's what I mean. From what you've said, you've kind of said that about a couple characters. You had trouble playing them, but like Armika.
Yeah.
You said I couldn't play her in that old game, but like you started kind of
Yeah,
warming up to her.
I'm okay with her now. I like her now.
Yeah.
So maybe, this will be the one where I like her
Sure.
and
I
can
hope,
use her.
I
I
hope so.
love her ultimate.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Or her, what are those called?
You said it the other night.
I did. Critical art.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant those hand signs.
That is her critical art.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but what are those called?
Oh, they're the Ninja Seals.
Okay.
They're from Naruto. And she does a Rasengan, which is Naruto's move.
Oh, so she just copies Naruto.
It is straight out of Naruto, yes. And it is fantastic.
Oh.
I really like her outfit, too, how she's like a schoolgirl ninja.
Yeah.
Like, she looks really awesome.
She does. And not over-sexualized or anything. She
No,
just looks
she's
really
tasteful.
Cool.
She's tasteful.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Which is surprising.
Yeah.
She always was, though. She was never, like, sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Like, overly sexual. Like, 90% of the female characters in that game.
Yeah, seriously. Well, it looks like they're doing a good job, and then that'll be fun, and we can cover some Evo once it comes up.
Yeah, I'll watch all of Evo. I love watching Evo.
Yeah, I think I might jump on it.
Yeah, at least watch the Street Fighter. It's probably going to be insane.
Yeah, I want to see that for sure. Cool. All right, Xbox One is now $300.
Oh, okay. It's still too expensive for me.
But I will say don't buy one because rumors have it that a slim model is coming soon,
Oh, okay.
just to make it smaller, which might be like 50 extra bucks. So if you do want to get one,
Yeah,
just
just
wait
wait.
for that. But then there's another thing coming out. It's called the Xbox Scorpio.
Okay, that's a terrible name, but what is it?
I know. Well, it might just be like how the PS.
Oh,
like
the
Neo.
Neo. It's the same
kinda-
concept.
Yeah, it's supposed to be released in 2017. This is all speculation. I'm sure if it does come, it'll come at E3.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly it's going to be 4 times more powerful than the current Xbox One.
So they're actually just making a better system.
Yeah. And they're saying that...
Are they admitting defeat already?
Well, already. I mean, they've really fought hard these last couple years.
Yeah, I mean, they're really trying.
Yeah. And they're saying that it might be even more powerful than the PS4 Neo.
Well, it still doesn't matter. Like, you lost it, man. You lost everybody, I think.
Well, not everybody, but
I mean,
it seems like, I mean, there's definitely people I know that just have an Xbox One.
I know one person.
Yeah, I know a couple, but the thing is that most of those people also have a PlayStation 4.
Yeah. And then those people are going to be pissed.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're going to do, because if you bought an Xbox One, you've had it for, what, 3 years?
Mm-hmm. I think around there, yeah.
Yeah. Like a console's lifespan should be closer to 10.
Yeah.
So I would just be raging pissed off.
Well, they're doing it with PlayStation as well.
Yeah, but they're not making that like a new system.
Well, that's true. I guess you're right, because if it's 4 times more powerful...
That's a new system.
Yeah. It's like the next generation console.
Yeah. Like, what if the Scorpio has Scorpio? That is so stupid.
I know.
I don't even like saying that.
I know. It's like
Scorpio.
the PlayStation Virgo.
Yeah.
Which actually sounds better.
It does. Neo sounds better too. Virgo, it's like Scorpio. All I can think of is our one friend who I hate. So I just, you know how it goes with the people in there. You know, star magic or whatever. Nonsense. That's all I think about is those
Star
idiots.
magic.
Yeah, star magic. Apparently.
Yeah. What? But like, okay. So Xbox went Xbox 360. Xbox One, and then Xbox Scorpio.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like, go with numbers or don't go with numbers.
I would rather have numbers than signs, I think.
Yeah, I mean...
Plus, like, the Xbox One, it's like, is that the original Xbox?
That's why it's stupid.
That's why it's stupid.
Yeah. They should have just called it the 720.
Or the Xbox 2.
Or that.
Yeah, it would have been better.
Or, yeah. I don't know what they're doing. This might also just be code name.
Yeah, that could be code name, like Dolphin.
Yeah.
Like,
so
who knows?
But it's a bad code name.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it.
Me neither. So there's that. I found that today. I thought it was interesting. Definitely worth bringing up at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to Overwatch news.
Let's do that.
Okay. So as of right now, there was 9.7 million people that played the beta, as we talked about.
Correct.
Currently, there's 7 million players.
That's insane.
So, I mean, that many picked it up after the beta.
Mm-hmm. And the beta was free, so...
Yeah, so 2 million people didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I don't know what... Like, are there really 2 million people that played that game and were like, this isn't for me?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
It could be finances, but...
And terrible taste.
Could be. But I still have not found one single person that's like, I don't like this game.
I have not met them
They're
yet.
like, there's people that are like, there's things annoy me about this game, but there's no one that says, I don't have fun playing this game.
Anyone who's out there saying they don't have fun with it, they're just trolling.
Oh, yeah. But I can't even find the troll.
I saw one the other day on the Blizzard forums. It's like, you're wrong.
I'm sure he got shut down real quick.
Oh, real fast.
Like, real quick.
Yeah. Like, this is why I don't like this game. Just like 1,000 posts. This is why you're an idiot.
That's how I felt about posting on the Reddit a multiplayer of Uncharted 4.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Hey, but
I tried to stick up for what I believed in.
you did the right thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't even play. I thought I'd play Uncharted 4 when I was by myself, but I played a couple matches the other day, and I'm like, you know what I want to do?
Play Overwatch.
Yeah, get back to Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like, I could be getting loot boxes right now.
That's what I think too. And I really I thought that maybe too. We could play together if no one else was online, or kind of just switch it up, but I don't really want to.
I mean, it might happen.
Maybe.
Give it some time.
We'll see. Well, the more time passes, the more time that Overwatch could potentially get better or could potentially get worse.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So we'll see. Okay. Tons of people in Overwatch are currently getting banned for cheating.
I know, and it's lifetime bans.
Yes.
That's awesome. They're not putting up with that shit.
No, they're not at all. As of right now, the number is like 1,500 around there. People come like lifetime banned. And these people have literally bought the game like 2 or 3 times, set up new accounts, and like all this different things to get around the ban.
Uh-huh.
And Blizzard finds them every single time.
They still catch him?
Mm-hmm. Like this guy bought the game 3 times.
Good.
He plays it for like a week or like a day.
What are they doing cheating wise?
They're like literally like using mods and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's all PC stuff. I don't think anyone on PS4 has been banned.
Nah, it's real weird. Like the only console thing I ever see is lag switching.
Yeah, and I haven't even heard about that.
No, I haven't run into it.
Mm-hmm. So
ran into it in Uncharted 4, oddly enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the guys look like they're just like skipping around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ran into it on Uncharted 4. I haven't seen it in Overwatch.
Yeah, not yet at least.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple cheats, kind of like Widowmaker can shoot through everything.
That's very cheating. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you pop your special and you can see everyone.
And then just shoot through walls.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Well,
like
that's
hide
awesome.
in walls. Yeah, Blizzard's just like, fuck you.
I like the zero tolerance policy against cheating.
Oh, me too. And I mean, they really don't have anything to lose for banning 1,500 people.
No.
That is nothing.
Yeah.
And these people regret it. Like, they want to play now, and they can't. And that's fantastic.
And I'm very anti-cheating in video games.
Sure.
Like, maybe it's because it's one of those things we took the time to get good, and we love it so much. Like, I don't want to lose to someone cheating.
Well, the other thing, though, too, is there's a difference between cheating and being cheap-ass.
Uh-huh.
Like, I noticed for you, you're ruthless in playing games.
Absolutely.
If you can win, you'll find a way to win.
Yeah.
Non-cheating, of course.
No.
But you're ruthless, and that's fine to be that way.
Yeah. It's the scrub mentality to think that there is a set of rules that exist outside of the game.
Other than cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. The rules of the game.
Of the game. Nowhere else. Yeah.
This mod is overpowered. Well, then I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no honor. There's no... It's people who are bad. Those are the idiots that are, like, messaging you on fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom. All you do is spam projectiles. You can't stop it. You know what I'm gonna do. Like, you're just admitting you're bad.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm supposed to let you hit me? Is that the honorable way to play this game? Like, I hate that. So yeah, I'm ruthless. I have no mercy for noobs.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, I did get accused of cheating once. And I actually got contacted by Eric from Naughty Dog.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, we got reports of cheating on your account. He's like, from what we can tell, you're just really good, but reset your router. Because, like, I guess the guy thought I had some sort of cheat with the sniper rifle, where it was like was just blind firing and hitting people, but I was just quick scoping, so I don't know. But yeah, it was just weird. I actually got contacted by Naughty Dog. Told me to reset my router.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks. I was so excited. I was like, oh shit, it's Eric from Naughty Dog. And I was like, hey buddy, what's up? He didn't get back to me.
I love your game. I'm so good at it.
I know.
That's good. That's great though. Pat yourself on the back for that one. You're so good. Dude, never mind. I'm not even going to bring that up.
Yeah, he like, the guy sent me like 10 hate messages about how I was cheating, and then he was sending all the info to Naughty Dog, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then, yeah, they actually contacted me. Like, we got reports of you cheating. Wow. And they just, like, apparently they combed through a bunch of my videos, and they were like, you're not cheating. I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay.
So, told me to reset my router.
Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Wow, that guy could have played so many more matches, but he had to send you in.
Yep.
Oh, whatever. All right. There's some kind of new stuff, I think. Do you want to talk about? Like you said, there's like an OP character that might be nerfed.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up with that?
So apparently McCree is OP.
Okay, which is someone I wouldn't have expected.
No, like, a McCree has never pissed me off one time. Like, I don't see how he's... I guess there's something about, like, his stun grenade. If you can hit multiple people and fan them and just kill them all. They're saying that, like, his fan is too powerful. And with the stun, it's unfair. But, like, everyone seems to agree that this is overpowered. But, like, I've never been bothered by McCree. I don't even think he's that good.
Yeah, when I get stunned by McCree, I feel like I deserve to die.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
Like, when I get stunned, I know I'm going to die. And he'll fan me, and I'm dead, and I move on. But I think you're saying that, like, the professionals are saying, like, a good McCree can literally do the whole team at once.
They can fan and kill, like, 3 guys.
Wow.
And they can also... If they're behind Reinhardt's fanning, it's... like, way too overpowered.
Oh, like behind his shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Diva's going to get a boost. They didn't really say what it's going to be yet, but people are saying she's, like, the worst in the game. Which I don't get that one either.
I don't really agree there.
But I will take a boost to Diva.
Would you think it would be her just main attack? It can't be nerf this.
Nah.
Her ultimate. There's no way they're changing that.
I think it's just going to be her. Maybe her shields will last longer and her guns will do more damage.
I think that's my main issue with her is her shield. I think it does need to last longer.
Yeah, it could last longer.
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I could really see.
Yeah. Nothing is being... They didn't say anything about turrets and bastions. And
which we found to be the most annoying thing. Not Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion, I don't care anymore.
No, because, I mean, you learn how to beat them.
Like,
we did learn how to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, me and our one friend played a match last night where the team was literally 4 Bastions, and we were just destroying them.
yeah.
And one of them switched to Torbjorn, and we lost the match. So it's like, he's apparently that good.
Well, you said that you don't see any hint at nerfing the turrets.
No, they have not said anything. No one from Blizzard has said anything. Most people seem to be more concerned with Bastion than they are with the turrets.
Ugh.
I think it's just because we're Tracer players and the turrets are there's nothing she can do.
Well, yeah, that's true. But like our other friend said, it is cheap ass to the point where you're not dying from a player being good. You're literally dying from an AI having automatic locking on your character.
Yeah,
from a turret.
It takes the fun out of the game. It really does.
Like if the person who put it down had some way of manipulating it and had to manipulate in some way, that would be okay. But it's literally they put it down and then it'll shoot anything that's like within seems like a mile.
And they have way too much health and they have way too much distance. I think if they shrunk the distance they could like hit you, like that would be enough almost.
You like the fact that a good character to go against the turret is Widowmaker, and in some levels you literally don't have enough distance between you to even get there. Like you pop your head up and it just shoots.
No, apparently it's 50 yards. I don't know what that means in the game world.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah, it is. Well, because like I'll switch to Widowmaker just to pull off some turrets from like you guys, and I can't even look down my scope.
No, because they're hitting you.
Yeah, and it's one of those once you're getting hit, you're shaking, you can't shoot anything. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's just because there's absolutely no skill involved. It's not playing a video game. You just set a turret there and hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, and then run away and then come back to it if it goes low on health.
Yeah, like they have to do something about that, I think. That's like we've been playing now for 2 weeks, and I don't care about Bastions. I don't think McCree is cheap at all.
I mean, his ultimate, it's like he yells high noon.
And it's really good, but
you can get away from it.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it coming and you hear it coming. So
I've even killed him in the middle of the wind-up.
Sure.
Yeah, like it's not that big of an issue. The turrets, though, something needs to be done. I guess at high-level play they're not even used because if you have Reinhardts with like soldiers behind them, you can take them right out because they do almost no damage to Reinhardts. But if you're playing with a bunch of randoms, you're not going to be able to coordinate with them.
You're right. That's where it's the worst.
That's where the problem lies.
Yeah.
It's not so much like if we're all together and we see a bunch of turrets out there, I can be like, okay, you play Reinhardt, I'll pick Widowmaker, and I'll just come behind you. We'll snipe them all. Because I guess the turrets do like almost no damage to his shield, which is like it seemed like a balancing issue. But the problem with that is Bastion takes that shield down in a second.
Yeah.
So the two of them together is kind of the problem.
Yeah, and very rarely do you get just one of those. Like you either get 2 Torbjorns or like a Bastion and a Torbjorn. Like they seem to go hand in hand.
Yeah, and it's just not a fun match either. Like the escorting the payloads anymore. People are just Bastions and Torbjorns. It's just ridiculous. Like we played a match where it was 5 of them, 5 Torbjorns and a Mercy.
Yeah,
like
I had that exact match too.
Yeah, and we didn't even get the payload moving. Like I tried switching to Widowmaker, couldn't shoot him out. I tried to switch to Pharah. They could still shoot you out of the air.
Yeah, I've noticed the last like couple days of playing it that you're right. The escort defense, I literally have not won one of those matches in probably like 3 days.
No, you don't.
Of escorting it because they set up at the end and they literally just all switch the door. That's all it is.
It's the same with capturing the point. Like if you get it real quick, you can do it. But if 3 of them set up turrets in there and then there's a Bastion in the back, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be really well coordinated to take that out. And the problem is with online random people, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get all 6 of us together. Like, there's...
Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, even if it was 4 Bastions, there's room for human error and trickery.
Mm-hmm.
But with an AI an AI lock on, you can't trick them.
No, that's the main issue.
That's what's wrong with it.
I don't care if a team wanted to play 5 Bastions. I'm gonna, zoom behind them with Tracer, and I'm gonna kill all of them.
Sure. Yeah.
Or I can fly over them with Farah and get behind them and kill all of them. Or I can snipe them with Widowmaker. If it's a turret, I can't get behind it. You can't sneak up on it, and it hits me from any distance, and it does a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I see as an issue with the game is the turrets.
Yep.
Like, Symmetra turrets don't bother me because they make sense. They're really good, but you can kill them in, like, 2 hits.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe take the health down. But, like, what do you do? Because if you nerf the turret out of existence...
The character's worthless.
The character's worthless. But, I mean, I would prefer if they did at this point.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them anyway.
No, and I don't have fun when I get in that match. I just, anymore, if I come out of, like, it's only really if I'm playing by myself. If we're all playing together, we're just talking, having fun, complaining about it. No one cares if we win or lose.
Yeah.
I'm playing by myself, and I come out of the door, and I get gunned down by 3 turrets. I quit. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm not playing that. It's not fun.
Yeah.
And it's not like I feel like I lost to a better player. I feel like I lost to the computer.
Yeah. The auto lock on computer.
Yeah. I am the first person to admit whenever I just play someone and I'm like, wow, that dude is better than me. Like, I can't do anything against that guy.
Yeah, like we've met Genjis where they just tear us apart.
Yeah, I played a Genji the other night where it's like he just destroyed our entire team. It was pretty much just him out there, and he was just that good. I couldn't do anything, and I'm like, fine with that. I'm fine with someone being better than with me, but a computer being better than me is not acceptable.
No, I agree. So, Blizzard, I know you listen to this. You're big fans of the cast. Just stop the turrets.
Yeah, we're going to have to start an online petition because that'll work.
It will.
Yeah, because we'll
do a Twitter poll.
Yeah, we'll just set out some tweets, get some petitions, because that shit always works.
Yeah, that petition I mean, they took the guns right out of Overwatch.
As I recall, there aren't any guns in Overwatch anymore.
None at all. So, I am interested. You did tell me too. Currently, professional players. What's their best team?
They're playing mainly Reinhardt. What's black guy?
Lucio,
Mercy, Widowmaker are always on the team.
Yeah.
And then they kind of fill out the rest with Farah gets played a lot. Winston. And then, what's the other team? Symmetra is always on there, too, because of the teleporter.
The portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But then the other one, they kind of rotate. Like Winston, what's the other girl's name, the other tank?
Zarya,
she gets in there. But nobody uses Bastion or Torbjorn. Soldier, they sometimes use. I've never seen one of them use a Genji.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it just seems... And then McCree. They always have a McCree.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like there's 5. McCree, Widowmaker, Symmetra, Reinhardt, Mercy, and Lucio. And then they kind of rotate.
I gotcha.
Whoever is their 6th. So.
Cool. But that's interesting.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought.
No. Yeah.
It made me want to play Widowmaker, though, watching the tournament.
I bet.
Because, like, she is just... One of them just goes out with Widowmaker and tries to, like, snipe them before they get out of their, like, spawn point, and then everyone else is just guarding the area.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that. What's weird is in escort missions, they just let them take the payload up to a certain point, and then they kind of make a stand there. Which is
smart, because you can defend there, and... The thing about escort that always sucks is if you're playing with randoms again, once you lose the escort once, it tend to just like go in one at a time.
Yeah.
And just get mauled over and over and over.
And I think the one thing I want most with this game at this point is I just want a mode where you play only King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Because you don't get Torbjorns, you don't get Bastions. It's just everyone picks like their main and it's just a battle royale. And that's so much more fun than the escorting and capturing points to me at this point.
Yeah. I do agree. I think the King of the Hills are way more fun, and the overtimes seem a lot more intense.
Yeah.
You get a lot of those 99% overtimes over and over again. And those are better in my opinion.
Yeah,
too.
they're the most fun to me.
Maybe they'll introduce a new mode, and then they'll just kind of have them all set out so that you can...
I would like to be able to
over.
vote.
Yeah.
Like, put it between two maps and let me vote.
Yeah, because each map, depending on what it is, it's Payload or King of the Hill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. I like it.
And I just... escorting the payload anymore, it's like I'm tired of doing it because I've done it so many times. And anymore, I just feel like I never win.
I don't either.
Yeah.
If you're like, that's what I said. Like, if you're defending, I honestly think you have like an 80% chance of winning.
Yeah. I guess they came out, Blizzard said that it's really like a 5% difference between like attacking and
this
defending.
is the thing. I feel most of the time this escorts, it's the very last hall. It's the last section.
Yeah, it's really hard.
People always at that point, even us, will just set up a bastion.
Yeah, even we do because we're tired of it.
Yeah.
Like, we got tired of losing last night, and at the end, me and your boy, your Robin.
My Robin.
Your Robin, we just set up turrets.
Yeah.
And then the other guy switched to a bastion because we were just tired of it. Mm-hmm. And that's, like, it got to it shouldn't be at the point where I'm doing it because I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything with randoms. That's the main issue. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's really fun, though.
It is.
It's just it's literally those people that pick Bastion and Torbjorn on those specific maps that make it not fun.
Yeah, it just makes it not fun.
Yeah, it's just that circumstance. King of the Hill with randoms is fine.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but just those escorts with that. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, that's definitely the weakest part of the game right now. And I honestly don't give a shit about professionals saying, "Oh, Torbjorn's not good. He doesn't, they don't need to touch him."
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're not professionals.
Yeah, most of us aren't.
I mean, how many of those 7 million people are professional?
Probably like 30.
Exactly. So if like these I don't know. I just don't get it because it is definitely increasing.
Yeah,
soon you're never going to win. Defense.
Yeah, you're not gonna you're never gonna you can't win against 2 Torbjorns and 2 Bastions and a Reinhardt.
No.
Unless you're very coordinated about it. Mm-hmm. And even playing as a team together, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not fun. We just want to run around and kill guys. And I mean, that's I can't do I've literally gotten to the point where I just want to quit because I'm so pissed off. And I mean, if I'm by myself, I will anymore. I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna go smoke.
Yeah.
That's just I've never been at a point where I was quit matches in my entire life. It's just too frustrating.
Because, like you said, it just feels cheap ass.
It's the cheap ass factor. And the thing about playing with randoms, and this never bothers me, is I'm starting to get pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's how are we losing?
Yeah.
That's starting to happen a lot.
How can we lose when we both go 47?
Yeah.
Wait, though this is funny.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about this. Okay, so Kester gets here before the cast, and I'm like, I'm going to talk shit on him when he gets here. Because I pulled out a 47 and 12 with Tracer. So I got 48 kills and 12 deaths. Which I never even seen people get over 40.
Yeah.
Or even 35. So I was blown away by this. I even screenshot it to prove it. And then Kester walks in and says,
I went 47 and 4 with Tracer.
Oh, what the hell?
Yep. I'm officially better than you. Well, what was funny is we were playing the one night and you were 17 kills and 4 deaths, and I would be 16 kills with 5 deaths.
Yeah, it was always one off.
Yeah, Andrew was one better than me the entire night. Because we both just play Tracer anymore.
Yeah, because it's the most fun. And we're really successful with it.
Oh, yeah, we win a lot.
Yeah, because they don't know what to do. Because by the time, if I'm fighting one-on-one with someone, Kester's usually coming up the rear,
Yeah, or vice versa.
And, like, we'll catch each other and help each other out, or we'll just take the whole team out.
Yeah, and once you get to be a beast with Tracer,
yeah, it's scary.
It's scary.
I can see the fear on the faces when I get in there.
The best was I played a match, and it was just with randoms the other night. And I can't. What's the Egyptian one called?
A Temple of Anubis.
Anubis. You know how the first, like, their, like, spawn point, they have to come through that, like, door.
Yeah.
To, like, take that point.
Mm-hmm.
I just traced right down to where they came out, and they didn't get past me. It was literally just me down there, and I won the match. Like, none of my team came down. No, I was like, where is my team? I guess they must have just been up there building turrets.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, but I beat them single-handedly. I went 28-3, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
Yeah, so that's how good Tracer can be.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I love her.
She's not going to get touched, at least.
I don't
Nobody
think
seems to complain about her either.
No, I mean, it takes skill to use her, and she definitely has her flaws.
I can't remember who said this or where I read it, but the thing with Tracer is, like, 9 out of 10 Tracers are not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But that one that is, oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's
force to be reckoned with.
I feel like I'm that one.
Good.
So.
And then when we're both together.
Yeah. Then we have 2 of them, and good luck.
Yeah, good luck. The only thing taking us out is AI turrets.
Yeah,
Moving on.
AI turrets, man. Yeah.
All right, we're going to shout out to Mr. BS Show again.
Again?
Yeah. You know why we're doing it again?
Why are we doing it
They're
again?
talking more shit.
They're talking more shit?
Dude. Like, we're on the love-hate wall again.
Again?
Is that that's what I want to know. Is this some sort of record?
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. I hope so.
Do you love us
I think
that much?
They do.
I know you do. It's Steve. Steve's the culprit.
We are lovable.
I know. I know we are. But I'm sick of this shit talking that keeps spewing out of your mouths, and it's starting to be the whole show. The one guy's like, I didn't say anything, but now, fuck you. No, fuck you, asshole.
It's just the whole show.
Yeah. So we made it on to the love-hate wall again on Mr. BS Show. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. It's just a comedy skit. Like, not skit, but it's just comedy.
It's a comedy show.
Yeah, it's a good time, and we were on there again for
They're
the
pretty funny.
second episode in a row. And they loved us because they said they really liked our review of Overwatch, and how we did it was, if you hadn't listened to the show yet, go back and listen to it. But we just analyze all the characters and, like, their strengths, weaknesses, and if we like them or not.
Yes.
And they said it was really helpful, and, you know, it helped them pick some characters and figure out some stuff with people. So they appreciated it. So that was why we were on the love. They hated us because on Tuesday night, while they were podcasting, Steve decided to jump on Overwatch during a break. And lo and behold, I was on because we're PSN friends. And he jumped in our match secretly.
Okay.
Didn't tell us or anything. He just wanted to show up, and we dropped out. And the reason we dropped out was because another one of our friends was getting on, and the grouping mechanics still needs a little tweak.
They do need some tweaking.
And so when we drop out, we have to all invite everybody again and stuff. It's annoying. But that's what we were doing. So it's not because of you, Steve, but from now on it will be because of you.
If you want to go, I'll play you at Overwatch.
Yeah,
good luck.
He was watching us. He said watching us play Tracer.
Yeah.
I hope you saw that skill.
I hope you know what my Tracer is all about.
But in all seriousness, we do appreciate the shout-outs. It's fun. It's a good time. Fun. And good show, guys. And if you literally do want to play with us, just hit me up and let me know.
Yeah,
I didn't see you on the team, so I didn't know.
Yeah, we'll play with you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, actually, I think we do need a 6th guy most of the time.
Yeah, we have 6, but someone's always doing something.
Yeah, like,
it's really hard to get 6 people on. Like, I think tonight it's probably just going to be me.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, because everyone else is doing something, but I have to work tomorrow. So.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I might go fishing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think I'd rather play Overwatch, though. I don't know. It's just a tough call.
It is. Okay.
Moving on.
So,
that's about my night.
Enough about my life tonight. By the time you hear this, it'll be over anyway.
Yeah. It will have not mattered.
Yeah, will have not affected you at all. So, all right, coming up is our our fan service section. So after the break, we're gonna hit up some hidden gems.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, so second half of the show, start off with some hidden gems. Fan asked us to, list some games that we like and thought maybe some people haven't played. So I'm thinking maybe some older ones.
Yeah.
So I'll start.
Go for it.
Tenchu Stealth Assassins for PlayStation.
You do love Tenchu.
Dude, I don't know. I probably have talked about it. It's getting to the point where 22 episodes deep, an hour and a half apiece.
Yeah.
We're talking a lot about stuff. But this is the first game that I became a master of.
Mm-hmm.
And from there on out, I love video games. Like, I literally perfected every stage, every map, the whole game. And I was like 8.
Yeah. That's a violent game for an 8-year-old, too. Yeah.
My brother's 10 years older than me, so
yeah.
I just picked it up. Man, I got so good. So good.
It is is a great game.
I still see those maps in my mind.
What was the name of the main character?
Rikimaru.
Rikimaru. I remember my one friend just kept calling him Tenchu. Like, his name's not Tenchu. He's like, I call him Tenchu.
I think Rikimaru's a great name.
Yeah, it is a great name.
So that's my one. I got like 3. So
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna throw out Shadows of the Damned, which is that a PS3? Yeah, it was PS3.
I really don't know much about this game.
It's basically you're a demon hunter, but it's from the guy who did Resident Evil, him and the guy who did No More Heroes got together and made a game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like a Resident Evil style over-the-shoulder shooter.
That's cool.
Where your stripper girlfriend gets kidnapped. You gotta go save her. It's pretty hilarious. There is a stage where you're hallucinating and you're running over her like naked body. It's pretty great.
Oh shit! I gotta go on a recon mission.
Okay.
Sing or something.
Where are you going? I can't entertain the listeners. What do you want me to do? Oh, you left the AC on? Come on, man.
It's so loud.
It is loud. I can't hear it in your mic, but I'm like right next to it.
Yeah, I hear it. I'm like, what's that noise? So sorry if that was like annoying.
It's fine.
Yeah, we needed. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, it is really getting hot in here.
Okay, so we gotta go quick before we die.
Yeah, throw out another gem.
Suikoden 1 on PlayStation 1. If you've never played it and you're an RPG fan, you have to play that game.
It is great.
But
Both of them are good.
The funny thing was I was debating on putting this on, and because we have talked about Suikoden before. But it's ironic that there's actually something called the Suikoden revival movement going on right now over the internet.
Good.
And if they want to put it on Steam, like that's what their goal is. They want them to put all the games onto Steam.
It's weird that they're not.
I know.
Yeah.
So there's like this massive group of people, and I was tweeting with them and stuff, and got a lot of like feedback on my tweets, and they're pumped and want it to happen. But hashtag Suikoden on Steam. So I found that today randomly. I'm like, I guess I'll throw it on the cast.
Just throw it in there.
So put Suikoden on Steam.
Just do it.
Do it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
All right. What's yours?
I'm gonna go Vanquished.
Okay.
For 360. It was a platinum game. Another over-the-shoulder shooter, but you had like a power suit where you could slide around and like Matrix style. It's a great game. It's about 6 hours of glory. Like if you could just rent it or get it for like $5, you'd do yourself a favor and play it.
I played the demo and it was tons of fun.
Yeah, I
played it like 10 times. My third, it's actually not mine. It's my crazy roommate upstairs. He loves The Wolf Among Us. It's a Telltale game.
All right.
And it's not up your alley at all.
Yeah, it looks terrible to me.
Yeah, but it is. We played it together, and it was a lot of fun. And he loves that game. It's like one of his favorite games ever. So if you're into story games, which he is,
yeah, give it a
pick
shot.
it up. And I really do recommend playing it with someone else because you have to make decisions and stuff, and sometimes it's conflicting and it's interesting, the outcomes. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll just throw out a couple here, some RPGs. Disgaea, if you've never played one of those and you like tactical RPGs, it's the best one. And there's 5 of them, and they're all good. So you can just pick whichever one you like. Breath of Fire 5.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah, we have talked about how great that game is. Renaissance of Faith. I don't know if you've ever played that.
Nope.
It is one of the worst plots to a game ever, but it's really hard to explain because it's just like it's a turn-based RPG where you have guns and basically you have to run your characters in like lines, and as they're running, they're shooting, and you can like jump and like make them do moves and stuff, but you have to like keep crossing between the two of them. And eventually you build up this power meter where you all just like run around just shooting. It's just like Matrix style, but it's like one of the more creative RPGs I've ever played. But there's so much bad about it outside the combat system, but I still think it's worth a check.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. There's our hidden gems.
Yeah, there's just some hidden gems.
Pick them up if you want.
Yeah.
They're a good time.
That could be a whole episode.
Oh, of course. But we're trying to keep it short. We got to please the fans.
Yeah, the fans.
Okay, so the next question up is emulation games versus cartridge games.
Yeah.
So from what I've gathered, what the real question is should you play emulators? Or should you play cartridges? Or when is it okay to play either of them?
Yeah, like should you play it on the original system or should you just download it onto your computer or onto your phone?
Sure. So what's your feelings on this?
If I could, I would always prefer to get my hands on the cartridge.
Yeah.
Nothing better than playing Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo or Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo. Some cases, you have no choice but to emulate a game. Like if you wanted to play the Alien versus Predator game.
Yeah, that's arcade, so it's hard to find.
But I think if you're like for collectors, they need and want to have a physical copy, so like emulating is just sacrilege to them.
Yeah, and that's it came from a collector, the question.
Yeah.
And I think I agree with you to most of your points. There's nothing like for whatever reason there's a couple Dreamcasts around our friends that have all of the Nintendo games on them.
Yes.
And there really is nothing like being able to play any Nintendo game whenever you want and hanging out on the porch playing it. It's a lot of fun. But there is that, and I think this might be where who brought this question up is coming from. There is nothing like playing it on the console. And like, for instance, Punch-Out, playing it on the Nintendo, you really can't get that feeling right in any other format other than the really Nintendo controller. Like there's some kind of lag or something that just prevents you from playing it the way you could on Nintendo.
Yeah, and it's just there. I think it's also if you're a collector, you're trying to go back and hold on to your childhood. Like the big part of that was having the system and owning the game. And I don't get collecting because I have no nostalgia. I'm constantly moving forward, and I think it's because for a lot of people, they played video games when they were younger, and then they got older and they stopped playing them. Whereas, like, I never stopped.
Yeah, so we're always looking forward to the new thing.
Yeah, it's like I've played Punch-Out enough in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've played these old games enough, so it's like I don't have a desire to go back and collect them.
Yeah,
because it's never not been my main hobby. But when we play on the Dreamcast, it is not as good as holding that Nintendo controller.
For sure. But you get quick save, quick load. And it's a good way of... that's the other thing, though, I'm going to give to emulators is these games are hard.
They are brutal.
Balls. Like, they are so hard. And some of these games are masterpieces in most people's eyes. But you can't play them to their full potential because it's just too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way I would ever beat Ninja Gaiden again.
The 30 life code existed is because it was too hard for the testers to beat, so they had to put something in there so they can make it to the later levels to test them.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, and that's pretty much how a lot of these games are. Like, I would have never played all of the Ninja Gaidens if I didn't have the emulator.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes down to experiencing the games, I definitely feel like emulation has a good positive thing on it.
Yeah, and you can get a lot of games that you would have never got otherwise.
Yeah, like you just can't find anymore, or I don't want to spend $250 on it.
Yeah, because these games are outrageous anymore.
Yeah, it's just going up, man. So, I mean, I think I mean, I think we answered the question.
Yeah.
There's definitely a place for it, but there really isn't anything like if I could play a game on the original versus an emulator, I would much rather play on the original for fun factor. But if I wanted to actually beat the game, there's just no way I have enough time to play the original again.
There's no way I'm beating Ninja God, never.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's a good question.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to video games. I mean, video game movies.
Yes, with the Warcraft movie coming out, and we're just going to go through the history of why we need to stop doing this. Like, video games are their own medium. They don't need to be translated into movies. They're kind of movies.
And I have a question at the end of all of this. It has to do with a franchise, if they would make a movie on it. I have a question about it.
Okay.
So that'll be the last thing.
Yeah, these could be fun.
Okay, so we're just going to go. I literally printed out a list of most. I'm not going to say that's all of them, but at least most of the high-named video game movies, and we'll just give our opinions on them. Okay, first up. Tomb Raider.
I remember not hating it.
The first one, I agree.
Yeah, but I can't even remember which one's which.
They all look the same.
They're both the same movie. I liked Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that is probably her hottest role.
Yes, it is.
She looked very good in that
so
movie.
good in that movie. I mean, it's worth seeing for that.
It really is, and I mean,
as video game movies go, this one isn't that bad.
No, it really isn't.
It's a C-.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, my dad watched it, and he didn't know it was a video game movie. He just thought it was a movie.
Yeah.
He thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Usually you can tell when they're video game movies.
Yeah, like most video game movies have to contrive some way to get something from the game in there.
Yeah, exactly. And this, I mean, overall, I think they're going to do a better job with the new one.
Yes.
But I would watch it.
Yeah, I would watch it.
I mean, it
was actually on today, and I chose not to watch it, though, interestingly enough. Like, it was literally on. I was on, so one of my moms has all the movie channels, and it was on, and I was like, I'm going to watch X-Men again.
Well, yeah, but it's not a terrible movie.
No, it's not a terrible movie.
It's actually probably one of the best.
And that's sad.
It is.
It's really sad.
When you're like a complete average movie and you're the best in the genre, it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Now, this one is fantastically awful.
I know. It's so worth a watch.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that's hilarious to see.
His name escapes me. I'm terrible with actor names. But Bison is Gomez from the Addams Family.
Yeah. What's his name? You're right.
He passed away, actually. Unfortunately enough, this was his last movie.
I had to go out on such a high note, too.
At least he was playing Bison.
Yeah.
But he looked nothing like him.
No, he didn't.
Like, he did not. He was not scary. He just looked like Gomez.
I mean, I will give this movie, they put him in the costumes.
They did.
They did.
They did.
Some of the cast is pretty good, too. You got Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
You got Bison. Is it Claude Julia?
I honestly don't.
Is that it?
Like I said, I'm terrible.
Yeah,
What's up with Ryu and Ken in that movie? Aren't they just both American?
No, I think Ryu's Japanese and Ken's American, and they don't really have anything to do with the movie.
They just kind of come in.
Yeah, they're just kind of walking around the whole movie, like not doing anything.
I think what we need to do is rewatch that.
I think we do need to rewatch that.
I would be down.
I would be down to do it.
Okay, I know it's not a good movie.
No, it does have Kylie Minogue as Cammy.
All right, that's good.
That's a good thing.
Okay.
It has some hilarious dialogue. It has I feel bad for you. You came here to fight a man, and now you're facing a god. Which is pretty funny. He does flash kick somebody.
I remember that.
I remember that. Is there a show you can? I want to say there is.
There's gotta be.
There's gotta be one.
I'm sure it's really good overdubbed too.
Yeah. We should just watch it again.
Okay, that's the plan. We're gonna rewatch Street Fighter
because I feel like it's gonna be hilarious at this point in my life.
Oh yeah. Okay, moving on. Resident Evil series. I don't think we've ever really talked about this.
No,
because we're both Resident Evil fans.
I'm a huge Resident.
Yeah, I would say I'm above average. Like, I've played all the games. I've beaten most of them. Actually, I think the only one I actually didn't beat was 3.
You're the worst.
That's the only one I can think of. I never had my hands on it. I just never did.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so what's your feelings on the Resident Evil movies?
They're pretty bad, but they always have like one part that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like in the first one, she scissor kicks that dog in the face, which is pretty funny. I would say the first was probably the best one. It had that cool laser death room.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero to do with the game.
That's my issue with it. I don't really like them.
Do you know that Wesker eventually came into them?
Yes.
Like I didn't even
I saw that one.
Yeah, I watched it the other day, and it was actually kind of cool. Because it just had like a bunch of fighting, like nothing about it, but the like action was fun. It had that whole scene in reverse motion at the beginning.
Like if it literally didn't have the Resident Evil, which it really shouldn't have,
No.
it would have been an okay movie. But there's like no Jill Valentine. She's in like one scene.
She's in the second one,
but
I
not
think.
much.
Not much.
She is there, but she's not in it much. There's no main characters. They make up this superhuman girl main character. That's the exact opposite of the point.
Yeah.
It's like it's supposed to be this average dude taking on a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, there's nothing average about Chris and Leon there.
At first, they are.
Yeah, that's good point.
Like at
even
first,
Claire, yeah, they're not like crazy.
No, you don't get badass until you experience it at least once.
Yeah, and then it's just another day at the office.
Yeah,
for these
exactly.
guys.
He's not scared anymore. But the second game with Leon, he's a complete average cop.
Yeah,
And then
he was a rookie.
Exactly.
And then once you survive that, you're just
like, what else do you?
suplexing,
Yeah,
you know, Las Plagas. It's like
go to Mexico, taking on the plagues.
Yeah, just suplexing them. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's like 5 of them. They're making another one.
I know. Yeah,
just
I think it's either 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, I've lost track.
And I don't care.
Yeah, I don't at all. I will say Mila, how do you say her name? Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, the main character.
Super hot.
Yeah, she's not my type. But I have to admit, man, she's good. She's a good looker.
She looks
There's
good.
some scenes where I'm like, but then there's other times where she's like banging.
She was probably the hottest in The Fifth Element because she had the orange hair.
Yeah, it was different, and she had that foreign language thing going on.
Yeah, that was a good movie as well.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
But yeah, those movies, there's like how many, and I've probably seen most of them, and I don't remember anything but like the laser room. I remember that was sweet. Whenever the black guy just gets like chopped into like a bunch of little pieces.
Yep.
I remember I actually saw it with my black friend at
Yeah.
the time, and he was like, whenever he did that sick pull up, I'm like, oh yeah, the black guy's gonna survive. And he's like, I should have known better.
Oh yeah, because he gets through it once.
Yeah.
and then it turns into like the checkerboard.
Yeah,
Just
it looks like he's
little
gonna
pieces.
survive.
Yep.
He was all excited. He's like, yeah, the black guy's gonna make it.
Aw.
Aw.
Oh man.
Yeah, but those movies so much, but I don't really remember anything about them.
Yeah, it's just so. Talk about really just using the name.
I was so hyped for that movie.
I know.
Back in
I mean, because at first
high
you get the mansion. You're like, oh, they're going for it.
This is
This
right
is
on
happening.
track.
And then
we take a train and go down the rabbit hole.
yeah, literally and figuratively.
Yes,
Okay.
pretty much.
So next up, this is also what I want to do. By the end, I want to like list all our favorites out of all
Okay.
of them. Okay, but the next ones are the Mortal Kombat movies. So you get 1, and then you get Mortal Kombat 2, Armageddon.
Armageddon.
We don't even remember if that's the right name, but we're gonna say
It sounds
is.
right.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go with it because who cares?
Yeah, I'm not even wasting a Google search. For
Yeah,
that.
it's like I'd have to type that in. You just type it in and Google would be like, why? Why do you care?
Okay, so what do you think of the first movie?
The first movie is solid.
Okay, so you like it.
Oh, I like the first Mortal Kombat.
I do too.
It's got the soundtrack. It's got Christopher Lambert. It's got a lot going for it.
You know what my favorite part of the first one is?
What?
Lou! Lou!
Yeah.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That first scene, man. You will be next. Like, it's so good.
Sets a tone that you're all about.
It's so good. And, I mean, as a kid, that movie is like,
It was the tits.
it really was.
When you were
I
younger.
went back and watched it literally probably like 2 months ago. It's not very good. But
I'm holding
I
on to the
still-
childhood memories.
I still enjoyed myself.
Oh, and how good is the Mortal Kombat?
Oh, ugh.
Like the soundtrack alone makes that movie at least a 9.
It really does. It's
good.
one of the best.
Yeah, best soundtracks of all time.
And then 2, we're just gonna say it's probably the worst movie ever.
It's up there, yeah. It doesn't
is
make any
so
sense.
bad.
It's so bad. It has the worst CGI monster of all time at the end, where like Shao Kahn just turns into that like Hydra, and it looks so bad.
It looks like it looks like crayons.
And then like suddenly Liu Kang turns into a dragon, and then they just have a terrible CGI brawl.
Where they just like turn into a ball of muck and like roll around.
Because didn't he go to train with Nightwolf to learn how to release his spirit
animality?
Yeah, his
he even
animality.
says it. Nightwolf's like, you gotta learn your animality. You're like, what?
There's times when you want to be like the game and times when you don't. That is not. And the other thing about these movies that's great is they're PG. Like 13. Like the most M-rated game of all time.
The reason we have a rating system and it's not even rated R.
Yeah, the reason the ESRB exists is because Sub-Zero ripped that guy's head off and PG movie.
Well, it's like Conan the Destroyer. That's PG.
That is PG.
It should not be.
No, not at all. Did you know there was actually a Mortal Kombat cartoon? Do you remember that?
I remember I rented a VHS of it. Was it a movie or was it like a show?
No, it was a show. It ran for 1 season on USA.
When?
It was a long. You would have been so young.
See, I might have rented it.
I want to say this is 90s, early 90s.
Yeah. But I might have rented it and watched all of them because I don't remember if it was a full-fledged animated movie or if it was like.
There is a full-fledged animated movie that's terrible, and the show's.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, the show's pretty bad. There was a Street Fighter cartoon, which was pretty bad. There was a Darkstalkers one, which was weird.
Really?
Yeah, because I wouldn't have thought that popular enough.
Yeah.
And you know how like it would always had the like one human character in these things.
Mm-hmm.
He had Felicia as like a pet. It's like it was just weird.
Was he a real character, or would they?
No, he was invented for the show. And he was
Yeah.
like a real like teenage boy with like a cat girl sleeping in his bed. It's like this is just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's strange.
It was a bad show.
Heebie-jeebs.
Yeah, but Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 1 good. Mortal Kombat 2
worst movie.
worst movie ever. Okay, Silent Hill.
I actually liked the first one.
I did too. It was good.
It was actually pretty good, and it was the first part of that was pretty shot for shot of the game too, which was really nice.
Yeah, they did a really good job with. I actually watched. I think they only made 2.
Yeah.
The second one with the girl. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, she looked exactly like
did.
the girl from 3 though.
And it looked like the potential was there, but like by the end it got real weird.
Yeah, and Pyramid Head was suddenly a good guy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's where I'm like, this is bad.
And
but it had like the cool carnival, like that was creepy.
yeah, that was creepy.
But you're right, he like turned and helped her.
Yeah, and the thing I don't like about the movies and even the game, the first one did it, is, and it's always that like cop out where it's suddenly a cult.
Yeah,
Like, oh, this is suddenly a cult.
I know. It's all the time.
All the time. It's like, it's lazy writing.
Well, that's how I felt about, like, for instance, we talked about this, the Uncharted, like, endings. Oh, Supernatural.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, again? That's why I like 4's ending better.
Yeah,
But that you're right. There always is a freaking
it's
cult.
always a fucking cult.
It
man.
is.
It's Indigo Prophecy Syndrome. I don't remember who coined that phrase.
Is that what happens in that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, it's a horror game, and then it's seeming pretty good, and then it's suddenly a cult. Same with, what was the name of that game?
What do you do in it?
It's a first-person horror game where you're mainly just punch and like you use pipes and stuff to hit hobos.
Oh, dude, Condemned. Yep.
The second one suddenly was a cult.
The first one wasn't.
No, the first one is a masterpiece.
It really is. That's a good hidden gem.
That is
there.
a great hidden gem. What's funny is like Condemned 2. Did you ever play that one?
No. I kind of felt like it wasn't going to be very good.
It started out like amazing. I'm like gearing up to give it like, oh, this is one of the best games I've ever played. Then there's like about halfway through it becomes nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're suddenly in a factory kicking dolls that are walking around. Like it just
Oh.
it got really supernatural where it was like, and then they tried to explain why the bums were attacking you, which was stupid.
I remember that.
Because like in the first one, people were going nuts, and it wasn't really explained why.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this one, it's like there are these emitters on the wall that somebody put there that are making bums go crazy. And then I think it does end with you shooting Hadoukens, if I recall correctly. So yeah, Condemn, first one, fantastic. Second one, pile of shit.
All you gotta say. Second one, you shoot a Duke.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, you had like a scream, but it like looked like it was like you were in a Hadouken battle with some sort of cult leader at the end, if I recall.
That sounds like complete ass.
And it was, the cool thing about it was a first person brawler where like when you hit somebody in the face with a pipe,
It felt like, yeah.
you felt it.
It
And
was
then
awesome.
It became a shooter
Yeah.
about halfway through the second
That's the thing. The first one did good. It never did. Like, you'd get a shotgun and you had 2 bullets.
one. Yeah, you were just constantly using whatever was laying around.
I love the one part that sticks out to me in the first one is when you go to that school and you find like the lunch lady.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
I was like, oh.
I like the
so
farm
scary.
at the end.
Oh,
too.
that was a great end level.
Yeah, creepy ass game.
Oh, it was.
Very underrated, Jen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a good one. Yeah. All right, so Silent Hill, first one's good.
Good.
I'd say it's good, and
I
then
would say it's probably one of the better.
yeah, it's like a real movie.
Yeah,
I could see like it's almost like a Stephen King movie brought to life. Yeah, Silent Hill 2, not so much.
Not so much.
I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's not as good. No. All right. Oh God, you thought Mortal Kombat 2 was bad. Mario Brothers.
Oh, the original.
Oh,
That movie was so bad.
what the hell?
Yeah, like what was it exactly?
Like, it didn't make any sense.
No,
the only thing that resembled Mario Brothers, literally, was them wearing the overalls.
yeah, and Yoshi was the dinosaur. You remember that?
But that doesn't look like Yoshi.
It didn't look like Yoshi.
First of all, it's like yellow tan, and it looks like
it looked like a
dinosaur
mini,
fetus.
Yeah, and the plot in that was just such nonsense.
I don't even know what it is.
You know, it was like when the comet hit that wiped out the dinosaurs, it somehow split the world into 2 realities. One where mammals evolved into humans and one where dinosaurs evolved into humans. And for some reason, this is a Mario Brothers movie. Like, this is the basis for a Mario Brothers movie. And then it had this shoe, like, oh, what do? They jump, and they have this stupid jump boots.
Oh, yeah. They're like electronic.
Yeah, and they're Reeboks.
I remember that.
Yeah, even the Bob-ombs had Reebok shoes, if I remember.
I don't even remember the Bob-ombs, but man, those Goombas were pieces of shit.
Yeah, they were like dinosaurs with like tiny
They're
heads.
like 8-foot tall lizard people with tiny heads.
Yeah,
and one plays the harmonica.
And Dennis, and Dennis Hopper was supposed to be the bad guy, and they just called him Koopa. They didn't even call him Bowser.
It's Koopa.
And then it was like Daisy was the princess and not Peach.
Yeah.
It was the dumbest thing ever.
It really was. And it was all like futuristic, like factory.
Yeah, it looked like techno punk. Like,
yeah.
It was like all Blade Runner-y.
Yeah.
It looked like Blade Runner.
When it should
which
be
is
like
an interesting fact. It was the same designer.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
But it's like, why is a Mario Brothers
No,
movie
it's supposed to be like very colorful and like fantasy.
Yeah.
And it turned into this like, it was almost like Mad Max Mario edition.
Yeah, and nothing about it was Mario Brothers except the fact that they were plumbers and brothers.
Yeah.
I will give them that they finally cleared up why they're called the Mario Brothers, because his name is actually Mario.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that added to the universe.
Yeah, seriously. But wow.
Wow, that's a train wreck.
That is like, it is so bad.
Like, I wonder if kids today, like, who like my niece, like, loved Super Mario Brothers, you know, when she was like little. It's like, do they even know that there was a movie made?
I hope
how bad
not.
it is. Yeah.
Like, I literally.
Like, do you think they stumble across it and they're like, they made a Super Mario Brothers movie? Remember how huge that movie was when it came out?
Yeah. I mean, it had to bond.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't make anything else.
Well, you know what? They released it, and I think the next weekend Jurassic Park came out.
There you go.
So yeah,
that would have killed any movie.
Yeah,
but
not
then,
good.
Now I kill a really bad movie.
Yeah. Oh, that movie set video game movies back a long ass time. They didn't even try
For a
like
while, yeah. Okay. Prince of Persia with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I didn't hate that movie, but I didn't like it.
I was really bored.
Yeah, it's like it was really boring.
I don't even remember it.
No, and
at all.
I don't. Yeah, I want to say something about it, but it was so forgettable. I can't.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm going to say it was bad.
You're just gonna go with your gut that it was bad. I'm gonna go with my gut and say I thought it was okay when I watched it, but I've never watched it again, and nor will I.
Yeah. Okay. So it's.
I
Between
remember
the two, it's very average.
Yeah, like being pissed off that they just didn't end it exactly like how they ended the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like the story was almost identical, and then for some reason they changed the end.
It's like The Watchmen.
Yeah, it's like The Watchmen.
Why would you change the end? But okay.
I'm fine with the change in Watchmen, though.
Yeah, but it's one of those you did everything else.
Yeah, to a T.
Yeah, like 2 frames in the comic. So anyway, all right, pretty average, below average for Prince of Persia.
Didn't hate it, didn't like it. Couldn't be more forgettable.
Yeah, probably is the most forgettable of all these movies.
Yeah.
Then we got House of the Dead.
Never saw it. Did you guys see it?
Yeah, it was real bad.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was like Dawn of the Dead. You know what I'm talking about with the George Clooney,
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, one of the greatest movies ever made.
It almost felt like they were trying to get that like Tarantino style
Yeah.
to it, and it just wasn't Tarantino, and it just turned into a big pile of garbage.
All right then.
Like it was like a wannabe Tarantino movie, and it was just a pile of shit. And like the villain was dumb. It just didn't feel like at all like a video game movie, because House of the Dead, first of all, is like the worst dialogue, and like who knows what the hell's going on in that game.
No.
It's an arcade shooter.
There is like some sort of plot going on there, but you don't care.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So it's not good.
I can't imagine that it would be.
It's not. I was kind of hopeful for it because I liked the gun game, and I was like,
I do like House of the Dead.
Yeah. On the other thing too, it was one of those. The game just is a shooting game, so they could really go in any direction and do something cool with it, and they just didn't. It was just so forgettable.
Yeah, it should have been like over the top action, like Crank.
And I think it kind of tried to be, like I said, it tried to be those things, like a Tarantino Crank hybrid thing, and it just was poop.
Just poop.
Poop on the floor.
Yeah.
All right, Blood Rain.
Oh, I have never seen it. I've heard it's one of the worst movies ever made, though.
I have not seen it either.
Like, I've just heard that.
I didn't even really like the games.
Neither did I.
I thought I would, because I really liked like Soul Reaver and Blood Omen.
Mm-hmm.
Those the 3D ones that came out. But
There was...
the controls, I think, were really bad.
I remember playing the first one and thinking it was okay.
Yeah, I don't even...
But I just remember not beating it, so that's a bad sign.
Yeah, because usually you'll get through them real quick anyway.
Yeah. Even if I find a game to be okay, I usually beat it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember not enjoying myself at all playing it. I thought I would like it, but I didn't.
I'm surprised they made that into a movie.
Me too. Me too.
I've heard some... now that I've heard think about it, I've heard people talk about how bad it is, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I probably never will, but now I kind of want to.
Yeah, because like if you're gonna see a movie based on a video game, you at least have to like the game.
That's true too.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even interested. Max Payne.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Wasn't that about angels?
It was completely wrong.
Yeah, it was way off.
Yeah, he was like okay, I've never seen it, first of all. It looked terrible. I've only heard terrible things.
I saw it, but I don't remember it.
And it almost looked, from just the previews, it looked like he was like a demon hunter.
Yeah, he was like Constantine.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like a Constantine movie, not Max Payne.
Yeah, it looked like the sequel to Constantine with a shotgun.
Yeah, so I remember watching it, but I don't remember anything about it. It was probably bad then.
Yeah, so...
I'm just going to go with my gut and say it was bad. It's a safe bet.
All right, now we got Hitman. We got the 2007 one and the recent one that came out last year in 2015.
I watched half of the new one and I couldn't get through it. I just laughed. My brother was watching it, of all people, and I watched like the first like 30 minutes. I'm like, this is just awful.
Okay. Well, I didn't see it all either.
Yeah. So I mean, the new one I did watch for a while, and I couldn't take it.
Okay, so it's bad. I didn't see it. Did you see the first one?
No, did you?
Yes.
How is it?
I like it.
Do you really?
Yeah, it was when I don't know if you were working at the theater with me when it came out.
Probably.
It might have been, but I was with another one of our friends, and we'd always go in there. And by the time I took so many breaks, I got to see the whole movie. So every day I took like 15 minutes and just like watched part of the movie. And I actually kept watching it. Like I really enjoyed it.
Huh.
I don't think it's like the greatest movie ever, but there's just something about it that makes you want to keep watching it.
Yeah, that's more than you can say for most of this list.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a bad movie.
Nah.
I wouldn't have it's not an obvious video game movie, I'd say. And you can really do anything with that character because he doesn't really have a story too much. He's just a hitman.
No, yeah, he's just a hitman.
So, yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, the new one was terrible.
I'd probably give it like a C plus B minus.
Yeah,
but I'd watch it. The new one, I don't even care.
No, it was bad.
Yeah, I just didn't even really like who played him. He just looked silly.
He just looks silly.
A bald white man, and it's like he looks silly.
Yeah.
All right, the last one on my list, Doom.
Doom. Oh,
dude, with The Rock.
I want to say I like Doom just because it has The Rock.
It has moments.
It has its moments, man.
It does.
It really does. It has the first person camera part, which is pretty sweet.
It's just funny that it's like it took the whole movie for it to happen.
Like if you watch 2 hours or an hour and 50 minutes of an awful movie, that last 10's pretty solid because you got the first person. Then you got a rock fight.
Yeah. Well, this is the issue with that movie is they don't go to hell at all.
No, it's in Mars.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it was a virus, which is also stupid.
Yeah, like, dude, you can go to hell with the Rock with the BFG, and you mess it up.
Yeah.
That's
a layup, yeah.
That sounds like the coolest movie ever.
Yeah.
The Rock fighting demons in hell with the big fucking gun.
Yeah. It writes itself.
And they just ruin it. Like, it's not
you
the
missed
worst
a
movie.
wide open net there.
But yeah, exactly. It's not the worst movie, but just the potential.
Yeah, because you got The Rock.
Yeah. You could have done so much better.
Yeah, because, like, The Rock is one of those people that, like, I just enjoy him.
I know.
Like, he has so much charisma and awesomeness that, like, when he's in something, it's like, it looks terrible. Oh, that's The Rock. I'll see it.
Yeah, me too. Other than the Kevin Hart movie, I refuse.
Yeah, I won't see anything
I don't like
with Kevin Hart. And
I
the
just
Tooth
don't.
Fairy, I'm not watching.
No. And the other thing is, since we're on The Rock, and this is completely off subject, but there is rumors he kind of hinted at he's not against politics at some point.
Oh, President Rock.
Dude, picture him going into a freaking war room.
Yeah,
you want to mess with U.S.? You're The Rock? Like,
yeah, you'd be pretty terrified of The Rock.
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought that was a funny thing I heard today.
I heard he was going to be in a comic, some sort of villain in a comic book movie, but I can't remember which one.
I know who he is.
It's not Black Adam.
Yes, it is.
No, but I don't know if they're making the Shazam movie anymore.
Oh, well.
He was supposed to be Black Adam, but now he's going to be somebody else.
Oh, I don't know.
So
I think he should be Lobo.
Yeah, he would be an awesome Lobo.
I
think he'll make a great Black Adam, too.
Oh, me too. That's
exactly
a great cast.
like him.
Yeah. If you get the bald version of Black Adam.
Yeah, I hope they... I would love to see... See, the problem is with how bad Batman vs. Superman is, it's like, oh, I'd love to see a Shazam movie. Nah, not like that. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like, I would have loved to see a Wonder Woman movie. No, not really.
Yeah, I know. Okay, speaking of which, since that was the end, okay, what would you say Doom is? Pretty good? Pretty bad?
I'm going to say pretty good because of the last, 20 minutes.
Okay. I would say it's worth a watch just to get The Rock in there. Yeah. And I'm not even going to spoil it if you're going to watch it.
You don't want the twist.
No. There's a twist.
There's a twist in a Doom movie.
Could have been in hell, man. The Rock versus Satan, and they messed it up.
Yeah, it's a layup. You just hit the rim.
Yeah, I know. All right, so you said Batman versus Superman. This reminded me.
Okay.
Okay, We're not gonna pull that dead horse out of the grave today.
No, I just want to leave it in there.
Yeah, we might have covered it for good, but there is rumors of the next Justice League movie titles.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll list them, the potentials.
Let's
this
hear
is
'em.
completely rumor, but all right, Justice League, Angels and Demons.
That sounds like a fucking
Dan Brown
book,
I know. Justice League United.
Kind of works.
Okay. Justice League Gods Among Us.
Isn't that a video game?
That's Injustice, Gods Among
Okay,
Us.
so
But yeah, it's the
It's
same
the same
subtitle.
fucking thing.
And then Justice League Gods Among Men.
I'm going. What was the one?
United.
United. That's the only one I like.
Me too. That's the one I picked.
Yeah.
The other ones, I mean, like Gods Among Us, that's the game. So I don't like why reiterate that.
Yeah.
You're just going to confuse people. Wii U. So
Yeah. They are actually going to make another one of those.
Injustice games?
I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, it did well.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
So, but yeah, I'd say Justice League United. I don't want to see it.
No, I don't want to. I'll just get angry. So
Yeah, we're done. But I just want to throw that out
Yeah.
there. It came in with the movies. Found it today. Wanted to talk about it.
I'd rather watch Super Mario Brothers again than watch Batman vs Superman.
I know. Okay, so we got out of that list. What's your favorite?
I might be going. It's gonna be between. I'm just gonna go Mortal Kombat.
One.
Yeah.
Yep, mine too.
I think I'm just gonna do it. Like I like Silent Hill. I think that's probably the second best one. Mortal Kombat's a good movie.
Yeah, it's fun. It has great sound effect. I mean, they stayed true as much as possible to a fighter.
Yeah, they did what they could.
Yeah, and it was good.
And I liked all the actors and the characters. You have Christopher Lambert, the Japanese Raiden. Yeah, I love that.
He's not Japanese.
Raiden is Japanese.
No. Oh, you mean in the game?
Yeah, in the game.
Oh, yeah. And then they give it to the, like,
Yeah, the Asian American actor, Christopher Lambert. So, great movie.
All right. So the recent releases and or to be released, I just have a quick list. World of Warcraft, Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank, I heard, lost like $10 million.
Tanked. And that's the thing. I was pumped for it, and then we saw that preview the one day.
It did not look good.
It did not. It looked like it was just trying way too hard.
Yeah, it's like I liked that it had the cast from the game.
Yeah, the voice acting seemed okay. The writing was
it just didn't look funny.
no, it just didn't look interesting.
I didn't even think it looked good if you were a kid.
No, obviously didn't do good.
No, especially like kids movies today, man. They're so up there anymore.
Yeah,
Like watch Zootopia and then try and watch Ratchet and Clank. You know what I mean?
yeah, they're definitely in their own league now, and it's awesome. But
Yeah, it's
unfortunate for them. Angry Birds movie. What the hell? Wait,
Yeah.
way to wait for that one.
Yeah, they got that out there.
A little too
Apparently,
quick.
that's doing good, isn't it?
It's not good though. That's what I've heard.
It's not good.
It's probably doing well, but I don't
Yeah.
think it. I think it's not very good.
I can't imagine that it would be.
And then Assassin's Creed's coming out later this year. We talked about that a
So
lot.
Assassin's Creed is our newest hope here.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'm also hopeful for Tomb Raider.
yeah, Tomb Raider. I'm hopeful for. Warcraft, man.
Yeah, that poll's coming up, and you guys better say something.
Yeah, because we really don't want to see it.
I'm completely unbiased. I will see it. I won't see it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Kester does not want to see it.
No.
So I'm guessing everyone's going to say go see it.
Yeah, I'm adamantly against seeing it because I was on the fence to begin with,
Yeah.
and then bad reviews. It's like, why do I want to go watch this?
All right. So that's that. for
Hopefully, we
movies.
get to see it, and it's like the best movie ever.
I
know.
don't
I'm
see
just-
it. I just don't know. If
I
it's
just don't see it.
Okay, so here's my one question.
Okay, shoot.
Remember I said I was going to give you a question?
Mm-hmm.
All right, if they made a Legend of Zelda movie, should Link talk?
Cool. I'm gonna say no
No? Okay. Why?
because he never talks.
All right.
Like you can't. It's like a big thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But people are. I know this is just completely speculation, rumor. Like people are just asking this question: if it ever did happen, should he talk? My answer's no as well.
No, because whatever he says, you're just gonna hate.
That and look what happened when they did have him talk.
When did
That awful Zelda show.
Yeah. And then this.
Well, excuse me, princess.
And the CDI games.
Yeah, like terrible. The worst.
Let's go bong some jadongas.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting. You don't see that in movies.
Who would you
be
want to
cool.
play Link though?
I have no clue.
Because there's no one that can do it.
No. The thing is,
The Rock.
Yeah, exactly. No, he should be Ganondorf.
That's actually, you're welcome. We just cast Ganondorf.
But I can't think of anyone. But I have a feeling they get someone that looks like Orlando Bloom
Just like the younger.
because
Orlando.
of Legolas, and
Yeah.
like it's like put a cap on him and they can pull it off. I don't want him to be, but I have a feeling they would do something like that.
Yeah.
He'd have to be, younger. It's the issue with today, and I've talked about this a lot with my friends. I don't know if I'm talking about you. All the young actors, there's no standouts anymore. They all look the same. They all act the same. It's just bad.
Yeah, I don't really know any young actors that I really like.
You know what I mean? Like Channing Tatum, it's like, okay, put him in Thor. It's the same movie.
Yeah.
Put Thor in one of his movies. It's the same movie.
Yeah.
They're all the same. They're uninteresting. They're all buff, and they all have short hair.
They all are the same, yeah.
Yeah, and then you get Aquaman. What's his face?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, who's just like a wannabe Conan, and he was Conan, and it sucked.
Yeah.
So
That's an impossible thing to cast.
the standard, man.
Yeah.
You got Arnold. There's nothing else you could do. Are you talking about Link?
Link.
Yeah.
Both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I honestly don't know that I'd want to see a Zelda movie.
I don't either, but I'm saying if this would
It'll end
ever
up-
happen,
Yeah, because it'll end up being like Channing Tatum and like
I know.
or Will Smith or something real bad. Just something terrible.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah.
The Rock should be Ganondorf. They should just make a Ganondorf movie
Yes,
with The Rock.
starring The Rock. Then I would go see
And
it.
then, like, Link's in it, but, like, for brief seconds, and right before he talks, The Rock always just punches him in the face.
Yeah. How about if you could have one video game made into a movie? What would you want to see?
Oh, that's a good one. See, I don't want Legend of Zelda to turn into one, because it's just scary. I don't think it'd be good for that. Oh, that's a great question.
Because a lot of the ones I think of, like Last of Us, it's already a movie.
Yeah,
so
it's already
same
a
with Uncharted.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think.
So it has to be something that I like really like. But
Okay, I think the most potential for one, and before you say anything, I think God of War,
that would be
starring The Rock
yes, of course.
as Kratos. But the thing is about this is they've made so many shitty Greek mythology movies.
Oh, they really have.
Like if those didn't exist, I would say God of War would be the movie I'd want to see. But since they do exist, they'd probably be just like those movies, and they would suck.
Yeah, see, I have one too where I think it would be Castlevania.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But like, how many terrible Underworld-esque movies like that are there?
I know.
But I feel like you could do it really well because you just have to make a cool vampire movie. You just have to make a cool movie about a vampire hunter trying to kill Dracula.
Who uses a whip.
Who uses a whip. Like,
Yeah, it's not like let's make it all like level-y and like villain. Yeah, it's
and
like,
there's not
just
like
make a horror
years
movie.
of mythology and stuff. So it's like something that like you could translate where like I don't really know enough about the backstory of this to care because like the plots in those games, like half of them don't even have one.
Yeah, it's just you're Belmont and you're trying to kill Dracula.
Yeah, that's all you need.
And it just needs to be like a horror flick.
Yeah, I would, and like a good action horror flick with,
Well, yeah, there'd be action scenes.
yeah, trying to kill Dracula.
But it has to stay in the castle, too. I think it does.
Yeah, if it was big enough.
That's the point. It would be big enough.
Yeah.
Like, you make it giant.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that.
I just think they don't do that enough, and that's where I think, like, Resident Evil 1 messed up. Like, it should have, like, they spent 5 minutes in the mansion, and that's the best part of the game.
Yeah.
So
the whole point of the game is you're trapped in a mansion.
Exactly. So you should be trapped in
So
Dracula's
you just
castle.
miss the mark real bad.
Yeah. So
Which is like what most video game movies do.
yeah, they pretty much pick that little tiny bit from the game that
Yeah, and try to
everyone
shoehorn it.
does kind of like, and then they just sprinkle it on top, and then they just make something else.
Yeah.
So that was a good question. I mean, right off the top of my head, I think God of War could make the best movie, but in the realm of movie making right now, I think it would turn out really bad.
Yeah, a God of War would be really awesome, though.
If they did it right. I mean,
Yeah.
Kratos going to hell, Mount Olympus, like all around, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
And if The Rock did it, would be tits.
And he does look like Kratos.
He
kinda.
does. I mean, now he's bald.
Yeah, just
Paint him up. I
paint
mean,
him up.
because he is. I mean, he's actually close to the same skin tone, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, he's not like. I mean, I think a black guy does voice him.
Yes.
Does
he
he?
does.
Yeah. And it is kind of insinuated that he is a black guy, and then he becomes that white because of the ashes of like his family.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just paint the Rock white, like with the like grayish tone, but that red streak, he'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So okay,
That would work. I would see it.
yeah, that was a good question. All right, cool. That's the end. We're done.
Yeah, I feel like we've been going a while here.
We're out. We're out.
I'm out of steam.
We're out. I'm hot.
Yeah, it's so
Hot and
hot
bothered.
in here. I'm bothered.
I got D&D in 10 minutes.
And you got D&D in 10 minutes. I guess I'll play Overwatch.
I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're always late.
I know. Well, I will. But the quick shout outs, Dragon Power Podcast. They're always helping us out there. Appreciate it, guys. And then, geez, what am I doing, Kester?
I don't know. You're losing it, man.
And then we got Mr. BS Show. We talked about them earlier.
Yeah.
We love and hate you too.
Yes, we do.
The Three Cuckoos Podcast. Always hooking us up with some shares and tweets and stuff. Appreciate it. Master Debaters, same. Really helpful, guys. We appreciate the networking there and getting our name out there. And then I talked to a guy today. He's on YouTube. His name's Martin's Games on YouTube, and he does reviews and Let's Plays. Really nice guy. He's kind of just, he's putting up videos for fun. And just kind of talked to him a little bit, and he was cool. Figured I'd give him a shout-out as well.
Shout out.
So, all right, thanks for listening, everybody. And
Go
take us
murder
out.
my murder.